Hello there, my name's Scott and today I'm going to be doing a review on 3 e-liquid flavours which I received directly from the manufacturer, who goes by the name of Toasty Juice, but these will be available via a French website who are vaporshouse-ecig.fr. Before I start though, I must point out I did receive them free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of products remains true, honest and accurate as always. Now the 3 flavours we're going to review are the Green Machine, the Dragon Jazz and the Perplexed. These are all 18mg strength, but I'm not too sure what the PG-VG ratio is. There's no information on the bottle, and even if you go along to the French website and look on the product page, it says PG-VG ratio unknown, which is not a lot of use. So I've got 3 different dripping atomizers, all freshly coiled and ready to go, one for each flavour. The resistance of the coil is reading around 1.3 ohms for each of the atomizers. And I'm going to be using a Variant, which is currently set to 20 watts. Okay, so I'm going to start off then with the Green Machine. Okay, so as you can see, like vaporizer, getting plenty of vapour. Obviously just bear in mind that the amount of vapour you're going to get will come down to what sort of atomizer you're using, the type of resistance, the type of device, the type of voltage, wattage. All those things are going to play a very big part in your vapour production, but nevertheless for the setup I've got here, getting plenty of vapour. And it tends to produce, all these e-liquids tend to produce quite a thick sort of vapour, so I'm going to assume there is definitely going to be some sort of VG content in there. Now all 3 of these flavours taste pretty much exactly the same, got to be honest, with the exception of a very sort of slight, sort of faint aftertaste. With the exception of this one actually. Now the main flavour for all these are a very strong absinthe / aniseed with a bit of licorice, you know, very reminiscent of your radiator fluids, your scorpion bloods, etc, etc. Now this first one, Green Machine, according to the website this is meant to have green apple and kiwi mixed into it. I can't taste any of that at all. For me this is just almost like a carbon copy of scorpion blood, just that very sort of strong aniseed / licorice / absinthe sort of strong flavour really. So I'm sorry I can't look at this screen just because there's so much information on there. It's just quite distracting. I'm not going to look at that. So like I said, just I can't taste any of the green apple, I can't taste any of the kiwi. If it is there, it's so faint that my sort of my taste buds just can't pick up on it at all. Don't get me wrong, it is a very nice flavour. If you like your sort of your scorpion blood type vapes, you know, that's what it tastes like. So chances are you're going to like that one as well. But if you're looking for one which does have a bit of green apple and kiwi mixed into it, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed because, like I said, me personally, you know, I just can't taste that at all. And not a lot else I can really tell you about that one. So I'll go on to the next one, which you can actually taste the additional flavour, I'm pleased to say. So this next one is going to be the Dragon Jazz. So I'm just going to swap my drippers over. So this one's the Dragon Jazz. And this one again, like I said, you've got a very strong sort of absinthe type flavour. Doesn't come across quite as strong as the Green Machine though, but I think that's mainly because you can actually pick up the other flavour. And again, it's not a particularly strong flavour, but it's definitely noticeable this time. And I think the website said it's dragon fruit. Now I can't really remember if I've ever had a sort of dragon fruit, but it does taste fruity. And I'll describe it as quite an exotic sort of fruit flavour. Like I said, not overly strong though. The main dominant flavour is definitely the absinthe flavour. I'd say if I was going to do a lot of ratio, it's probably 95% absinthe and 5% the dragon fruit or whatever flavour it's meant to be. It is very nice, and I do actually prefer this one to the Green Machine. I quite like my Scorpion Blood. I can't sort of have it on a very sort of regular basis these days. When I first sort of started vaping at those type of e-liquids, I got right into it, but for me now they're more of a occasional vape. But this one, I think where you have the little bit of the added sort of fruitiness to it, it just seems to make it a little bit more sort of palatable. So, it's quite a pleasant vape like this. Very strong, but, very pleasant though. And again, there's not a great deal else I can tell you about it because, like I said, they all taste very, very similar, with the exception of a very sort of faint aftertaste, and that one is absinthe with a very faint aftertaste of an exotic type fruit. Right, and the last one is going to be the Perplexed, and I haven't really got a clue what this tastes like. It's very hard to describe, and the website doesn't give you any sort of indication of it. I've buggered up the air hole position there. Take that off. Right there, that should do the trick. And well, I'll have a quick vape first, and I'll tell you about it. Now, when you first vape this, again, you're getting that very sort of strong absinthe, but there's another flavour there. And it's really hard to sort of pick up on. I would say, sort of like a black treacle / toffee. I don't think that's going to be correct at all, though. I'll put it not even in the same ballpark, but that's my initial reaction when I sort of first take a vape, because you do notice that flavour at the same time as the sort of the absinthe. The absinthe still, again, is sort of 95% the strongest flavour, or maybe 90% in this one. But when you actually sort of first start inhaling, the very sort of tip of my tongue does pick up that other taste almost immediately. And the throw hit on this one, they've all got like nice sort of strong throw hits, but the throw hit on this one does seem to be just that little touch harsher as well. Very harsh actually compared to the other two, thinking about it. So I haven't got a clue what it tastes like, to be quite honest. Again, it's absinthe mixed in with something else. I mean, like, the bottles don't give you any indication like as to what the flavour is either. I mean, like, I've got a picture on the front here. You've got a toaster with a melted clock and the giraffe that's been set on fire. So how the hell are you meant to be able to guess what type of flavour that is? It's just impossible. Definitely my least favourite one out of the three. The one that I, if I had a gun held against my head and I had to vape one of the flavours for all day long, it would definitely be the Dragon Jazz. It's definitely the most nicest one out of the three. If you like your Scorpion Blood, go for the Green Machine, because it tastes pretty much exactly like that. I can't pick up any of the Green Apple or the Kiwi. And the last one, the Perplexed, it's alright, but it does nothing for me personally. I can't really tell you what the flavour is. It's so hard to pick up on. All I can tell you is that my sort of initial gut reaction every time I take a drag on it is like a sort of black treacle / toffee, but I really don't think it's that, to be quite honest. No, I just can't pick up on it at all, so a useless juice review, really. Definitely not as enjoyable as the other two. So, no, Green Machine if you like your Scorpion Blood, Dragon Jazz if you like your Scorpion Blood but you fancy a little bit of a sort of nice exotic fruit mixed into it. Perplexed will leave you feeling perplexed. Okay, so not a lot else I can really tell you about them. If you do fancy trying them out for yourself, go along to vaporshouse-ecig.fr. Thank you very much for watching. Also come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping. See you later.